If you've ever had an issue getting the necessary maps that you need when applying materials to a rendered project, then you need to watch this video to the end, because in this tutorial video, I'm going to be showing you a very easy method on how to get all the necessary maps you need for your rendering project. And these maps are really necessary because they help the materials you have applied to have that realistic feel or realistic look. And one would think that getting these maps will be very exhausting, because there are some methods that are actually longer. When you take them to Photoshop, you know, twitch it, opacity and all, those methods are really long. But there is a particular website that I use that gives me all the necessary maps I need in mere minutes, and that is what I'm going to be showing you guys in today's tutorial video. If this is your first time joining this channel, welcome. My name is Grant, and in this channel we dish out interesting architecture related content. So do well to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, share this video, and don't forget to turn on the bell icon so that you get notified when next we publish a new video. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay, so what you need to do to get these maps is to open your Chrome browser. So once you've opened your Chrome, you go to this particular website, cpetri.github.io. So once you click on it, it loads up. All right, good. So this is the interface of the website. So we're going to click on create your own normal maps for free. You click on this, it opens up. So all you just need to do is to select the file you want to upload and upload it in this page. Then you click on the map types you want. As you can see here, map types, we have normal, displacement, AO, and specular. You can also tweak the strength level, the blurriness or the sharpness of the material. So once you've done tweaking all the things that you are sure that okay, you've gotten what you want, then you can click on download and it automatically downloads all the map for you. So we're going to test this out now and you'll see how it works. Okay, so we click on select files. Once we click on select files, we go to where we've downloaded the map. So we go to where we've downloaded the material texture that we want to use. So I already downloaded one, so I'm going to go to my YouTube file, go to stuff, and you can see this brick texture here. I click on open. Now I've automatically uploaded the texture. Now you see it has downloaded the maps for me. You can see download multiple files, allowed to download. So it downloads all the necessary map that I need. You can see all the maps. You can see the specular, you can see the normal, you can see the AO, you can see the displacement and all. So it has downloaded all the maps. Now the next thing we need to do is to go to our file, our folder. You can click on downloads. Now you can see the maps here, 1, 2, 3, 4, because we downloaded 4 things. So let's select the 4 of them, hold shift select, Ctrl X to cut it out of this place, and let's paste it here. Okay, now you can see this is our map, the first map, the original texture that we downloaded. Now you can see the original texture. Now you can see this is the displacement. You can see the name under here. This is the displacement texture. Okay, cancel. You can see this is the AO, you can see this is the normal, this is the specular. Okay, so now that we have copied them to this place, we now need to apply them to a wall in D5 render to see how the material looks on the wall. So the first thing we need to do is to open our Revit. I already have my Revit open. So click on this, we click on new project, because we need to draw a wall, create a wall and export that wall so that we can use it in D5 and apply the materials to it. Alright, now that our Revit is open, so we just need to draw a wall. Let's just draw any wall here. Okay, so that is it. Then we click on this wall, we click on D5 render. Okay, we click on export. We export the particular wall itself. We export the wall. Let's come to our YouTube stuff and let's say wall. Let's just save it here as wall. Okay, all right, so that we are done with Revit. We don't need Revit, we just need to close Revit. Don't save the project, I don't need it. Then we open our D5 render. Okay, so now that my D5 is open, all I just need to do is to import that wall that I exported from Revit into this D5 space so that we can apply the materials on it. So you can see the wall, we click on OK, we import the wall. So click on this wall and we place it right here. Okay, so now that we have placed the wall here, now we need to apply the texture on it, the brick texture, and see how it looks like. So all we need to do is to click on our eye on our keyboard, select this wall material. Okay, we come here and we click on, we'll go to where we saved it. Now you can see this is the normal brick, so that's the first one we need to place at this area. We click OK. Now you can see it has automatically placed it here. Now you can see the way the brick looks on the wall. Okay, now once we add all these our maps to it, you will see how it looks again. So now that we are done placing this one, we can come back to this color, you know, make the color. If you put it on white, you see how it is. We bring it to dark, you know, you can see how it's looking. So let's leave it at this point, or let's leave it to white. Okay, white is okay. Then we'll come back to our base color map, then click on normal. We'll look for the normal map. Now you can see this is the normal. We click on normal, we click on OK, and you see the change. It will make a change on this. Okay, you can see there's no change because the normal is on 0, but if we increase it to 1, you can see the change now. I don't know if you can take a look what there are changes. So let's see, let's take it to 1. Then also specular, you bring specular. Let's look for specular. This is specular. We click on OK. Okay, now you can see the specular. If you touch it up, you can see the difference it's adding. Okay, then since it's a brick wall, we don't need a metallic map because it's a wall. If it were to be a metallic material, then we will need a metallic map. Then AO, we click on AO, and you can see it here. This, we click on this, we click OK, it appears. Then roughness is the displacement. We can use it. Displacement, click on OK. All right, so you can see the difference if you increase and reduce it. So AO, let's see. Okay, specular. Okay, so you just touch up all these settings to your taste, then you will see how the brick wall looks. Okay, so you can see what the brick wall looks like now. Now if you feel the bricks are too tiny, you can also increase the scale. Okay, let's say 0.5. Okay, and the scale increases, let's say 0.3. Okay, now you can increase the scale for the brick so that you can appreciate the materials very, very well. So this is how to generate the different maps for a particular material or a particular texture and use them in your rendering software. So if you have a particular texture that doesn't have a map and you would like to get maps for it, so you can now be able to do it by watching this tutorial video. So if this video was in any way helpful to you, do well to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, don't forget to share this video, and also turn on the bell icon so that you get notified when next we publish a new video. See you guys on the next video. Bye.